Dear parents, good morning. Dr. Zafir with you from Jubail, Saudi Arabia. Are you upset about your child's constipation? This video is recorded for you to know about childhood constipation and how to manage effectively. Childhood constipation is a global problem. Functional constipation is very common. So today I will share with you about functional constipation, not the organic cause, just because of dietary or habits or whatever it is. Now, as worldwide prevalence is 3%, and every week or at least 10 days, I see one child with constipation and parental anxiety. It is commonly seen in a child 1 to 5 years of age. Now, if you take the history, mother will tell you that history of painful or hard bowel movement, 2 or less defecations per week, at least 1 episode of fecal incontinence per week. So as I showed you, the stool will be hard, pellet type and hard. Stool withholding, presence of large fecal mass in the rectum. If we examine, we see that there is a hard stool in the rectum and it is not coming out. So there are some risk factors where your child will get constipation. Usually boys are more vulnerable for constipation. Poor sleep, obesity, low fiber diet, consumption of junk food, cow's milk protein allergy, home or school-related stresses, adverse life event, including abuse, subjected to bullying, anxiety, depression, autism, all these things are risk factors. Living in war-affected areas, living in urban areas, hostile and aggressive family environment, all these things will contribute to the constipation. So if you put it in this way, that if a child is having changes in his routine or changes in diet, changes in routine means that if you are traveling, you are staying in the hotel or you have gone to a new place, there is a new environment, so child usually doesn't go regularly to the toilet. If it is a stressful event and postponing defecation because the child is very busy and he just holding the stool and just playing around and very busy. Or if you are having too early toilet training, if you have gone for toilet training very harsh and very early, that children may get constipation also. So ultimately what happened, if the child is holding the stool is getting stuck in the rectum, the fluid is absorbed from there and he will have hard stool there. At the time of defecation, he will get pain and he will again hold the stool. So this is voluntary withholding. Prolonged fecal stasis, that means again the stool is there, so remaining fluid will also absorb and again the stool is becoming more harder and harder, and in this way vicious cycle goes on. Sometimes in children, due to hard stool or passage of hard stool and passing forcefully, they may get a little crack near the anus, that is called fissure, anal fissure. That is a very painful condition and the child will have pain during defecation and again he will hold his stool, and in this way it goes in the vicious cycle. So you must consult your doctor immediately if you find that your child is having constipation and having fever, vomiting, bloody stool, abdominal pain and not gaining weight. In this condition, you must consult your doctor immediately. Now, regarding management, rectal enema in case of fecal impaction. If the hard stool is in the rectum, the syrup will not work. Suppository simple will not work. You have to give enema. What we give? Fleet enema for the infants. Fleet enema you give, the bolus and the hard stool will come out and then your laxative will work effectively. Then dietary modification. About dietary modification, I will tell you later on that what are the diet good for the children. Toilet training. Close follow-up for weeks or months. relapse of constipation is very common. What I see in my clinic also, parents just they stop medication and after 1 month, 2 months again coming that again he is having constipation. So constipation is relapsing also. So what about dietary modification? Making diet and lifestyle changes can help treat and help prevent constipation. So you have to change the diet and change the lifestyle also. Prune juice. Prune is very important. Prune juice, the most popular juice to relieve constipation is prune juice. Apple juice. Apple juice may provide you with a very gentle laxative effect. Pear juice. Another great option is pear juice, which contains 4 times more sorbitol than apple juice. Banana. I will tell you about the banana is good, and banana is having too much fiber. So if you give banana to your child, this portion, yani still the banana is little hard. This is hard. This is having high fiber. So this will help in treating the constipation. So you take the green banana, and as soon as it becomes little ripe, you just give this one. This is a high fiber. Now, fiber-rich foods with a high water content such as raw carrots, apples with the skin and avocados are all great source of fiber to help get things moving and prevent constipation. Now, maintenance therapy is very important. Gentle toilet training after 2 to 3 years of age. Don't try to give toilet training at the age of 1.5 years or 1 year. Just take your time. When the child is becoming 2 to 3 years of age, then you start very gentle toilet training. Encourage your child to sit 10 minutes on the toilet 3 to 4 times a day after major meals. Now, parents should maintain a stool diary. Daily record of bowel movements, fecal swelling, whether there is some stool stain in his trouser, pain and discomfort, consistency of stool, laxative dose. Child should be rewarded of not having swelling and sitting on the toilet regularly. You must reward him. So reward will help also. Parents should note follow-up is very, very important because the tendency of relapse of childhood constipation is very common. Monthly follow-up is recommended to adjust the dose of laxative. Laxative should be used for 3 months and gradually reduce the dose. So what is the take-home message? Parents should focus their child's diet, number 1. Number 2, gentle toilet training after 2 to 3 years. Number 3, avoid junk food and excessive milk and milk products. Number 4, child should sit on the toilet for 10 minutes 3 to 4 times a day after each main meals initially. Number 5, increase intake of fruits and fluid. Number 6, reward your child if he is sitting on the toilet regularly and not soiling his trouser. Number 7, childhood constipation will not be cured in days or weeks. It takes couple of months. Number 8, to avoid relapse, regular follow-up is needed. If you like this informative video, please subscribe, like and share. Stay blessed. Thank you very much.